thing, obviously, is rosters. Okay, so I think everyone hopefully has all their rosters at this point. If you do not have your rosters and the contact information for your parents, I know Rob, we just sent yours today as we connected you with your team. So if you do not have all the contact, or if you haven't heard from your parents, or there's one or two parents on your roster you haven't heard from, then just let us know, and we'll try to make that connection directly. As you guys know, or if you've been involved in any youth sports, many of you guys have been involved in our league before. The communication with the parents is the number one thing. So as long as we're communicating, then we generally end up in a pretty good spot. Um, all right, next thing here is uniforms. So we did get, I think, 4 or 5 boxes. Kelly and I actually just got home. So we did get 4 or 5 boxes here. Um, and so we're going to go through those. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Could be footballs, could be shorts, could be some shirts. I'm not exactly sure, but our goal is to have everything and in you guys or in your parents' hands by December the 3rd. So everybody has it a week in advance of when the game starts. So that's kind of our goal, is to have everything and in your hands by December the 3rd. Um, and then also footballs, same with footballs. I think we're supposed to get the footballs sometime next week before Thanksgiving. And then we'll get those to you guys as soon as we get them. And flags as well. So flags, obviously, we have to retain the flags. We can't hand those out in every team. We don't have enough for every team. We also got an email today about, obviously, as you guys know, this is the supply chain issues that people are having. Hopefully, it doesn't impact the footballs, but it looks like it might with the flags. Luckily, I think we have enough flags from previous seasons to be okay. We are going back. So last year they tried to transition to to whatever you call them, the pop flags, where it has the kind of the pop sound when you pull them out of and they're individual flags and they end up everywhere. We are going back to the triple threat flags, which will be so much better. Uh, for one, because I had to put together those other ones, and then secondly, we don't end up with flags all over the place. So I think that'll be better for all of us. Um, Next thing on our agenda is practice. Okay. I know a few of you have asked about practice. Last year, we tried to organize, I think last year and the year before, we tried to organize practice. It seems like every team kind of wants to practice at different times, different days, different locations. And it's just it's almost impossible to organize. So you guys, what I would recommend, our insurance does cover it. What I would recommend is you guys to find a place to practice, wherever and whenever, and just go and carve out some field space for yourself. Just because it's almost impossible for us to coordinate with everyone and get fields reserved. And if we did it every night of the week, it would kill us as far as our budget goes. So my recommendation is know that the league covers it, our insurance covers it. Get with your parents, see what days and times work for you, and locations work for you, and just go do it. That'd be my recommendation. Schedule wise, so we do have week one up. We actually made the schedules. It takes a little bit of time to get them actually on the website, but if you go here, and I'm sharing my screen, I should be sharing my screen. Yep. So if you go here to the website, can everyone see this okay?
Yep.
Okay. So if you
Yep.
go here to the website game schedule, okay, you will see that week one is up, and we will have the remaining games up probably by Monday at the latest. The remaining games are up. We have them scheduled, but we'll have them up. So if you could, obviously we're human, so we make mistakes. some, but if you could just check those. I know some of you guys have, hopefully it added them, okay. I know some of you guys are involved. You got kids on different teams, and so we try to accommodate requests for if you're coaching different teams in different grade divisions, or if you have kids that are playing, on different teams, and you want to try and see them both play. We try to accommodate as many requests for altering the schedule as we possibly can. So as all the schedule gets up, if you could just take a quick look at it. And if you have any specific requests on days, times, stuff like that, just let us know, and we'll kind of work through that with you. And then the next thing here on our agenda is background checks and coaching certifications. So I know a lot of you guys, like Coach Sharp, who just joined us today, have to go and complete that information. So if you could, all you have to do is on uaflag.com, go to Coach's Corner, this Coach's Corner tab right here that you see on the screen, and then you go to background check and coaching certification. And then from these pages, there'll be links to the sites where you go to complete this information. Okay. So if you
Hey,
guys
Rob,
get that done for me, that'd be fantastic. Go ahead.
that one is complete. We actually have to give you the printout. So you automatically get it sent to you.
I automatically get a notification, and so you don't have to send it to me. If for some reason you don't end up so what it does, it actually goes to a database, and then I go check the database against who our coaches are, and then I'll reach out to the ones that I don't have something for. If for some reason you end up not having something, but you actually did it, then you can just forward me the email. So keep those emails, don't delete them, keep them. And if I reach out to you between now and the end of now and the first game, and you've actually done it, but it's not showing up in our system, just forward that to me, and that'll be good enough.
How long does
thanks.
that certification last?
It lasts for a year. The
Just
background,
just the certification or the background or both?
both, yeah. That's part of our insurance policies. We have to do it every year. So, but here is one thing though, guys. If you did a background check, say for MCYFL, or maybe you did one for Cal Ripken or something last spring. So if you have one that you did for another league that's been done within the past year, then you can send that to me and that'll count. Okay. That way you don't have to do that again and pay for it again. So we have to have those two things every year completed. Okay. All right. So you guys know where that stuff is now. And then I think here, I think it automatically does it. Let me make sure everyone's in here. 1 second.
After further review, the football touches the trampoline. Incomplete pass.
All right. There we go. Okay. And then finally, also the rules. Okay. So the rules are also on the Coach's Corner as well. And you'll go to obviously Youth Flag Rules. And then from here, you'll have all of your rules here. So you got the opening page where you have kind of general basic rules. And then also you have to make sure that you click through these tabs. And I know that Kelly put together a PDF of all this and sent it to you. If you do not have that PDF, you can email us and we'll send it. But you also have the rules here on the website. What I want to do tonight is just kind of have some general Q&A, and then next Thursday we'll have another meeting where we'll go through the rules, and I'll actually have a diagram up of a 6-on-6 format, and we'll kind of go through the details of the rules. So for you guys who maybe just joined us as coaches this week, we want to give you another week to kind of go over the rules yourself, read through them, and then we'll have a detailed Q&A session with the rules. Not next Thursday, because obviously next Thursday is Thanksgiving. But we'll do it. I guess let's do it after Thanksgiving, since that next week we had to push back because the city is seeding the fields. So maybe we'll do it. That'd be December the 1st. And again, we'll do that, and we'll record it, and we'll send it out if you can't join us at that time. Okay. But we'll give you guys a little bit of time, especially the new coaches. Read through the rules and write down your questions. And then we'll have a detailed session of that and go through some plays and all that as well. We'll schedule that for December the 1st. As always, if you have questions about the rules ahead of time, or you're not going to be able to go through to attend that meeting on December the 1st, then you can always email us as well, and we'll get you the answers to that. I know some of you have already reached out with some questions on the rules. Okay. All right. I think that pretty much gets us through our agenda. I muted everyone because somebody came in and had some background noise. So you guys, let's see, I want to kind of want to have a controlled Q&A here. So we'll just go down our list. Let me see if I can get it to pop back up. All right. So Coach Howe, you're muted. Everyone's muted right now. But Coach Howe, do you have any questions? Anything that we need to get through? Just general questions.
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Awesome. Coach Franconis?
No, I'm good. I'm ready to start playing.
Awesome. Coach Al?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Good deal. Coach Bingham?
I don't have any questions at this point.
Okay. All right. And then Coach John, I'm not sure.
That's Ivory.
John?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sure can.
I don't have any questions at this time.
Okay. All right. Coach Corrigan. I would say Mr. Corrigan. You obviously were my teacher, but Coach Corrigan.
If that's her coming through or not.
You kind of broke up a little bit. Did you have something?
No, I said I'll wait. If anything arises in a couple weeks, we can shoot that out.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Coach McLean?
No, I'm good.
Good for now. Okay. Coach Sanford?
No, sir. I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Perfect. Coach Gambler?
Yes, sir. I'm good right now.
Okay. And then Coach Paul here?
I'm good right now, Rob. Thank you.
Okay.
And
All
Coach
right.
Mike will be on the next one, Lucido.
Okay. All right. Coach Sharp, you got anything? I know you've been coaching for several years. Any questions? You're muted right now.
Yeah, I'll have all that stuff done by Monday. Are we still playing at the same spot over by Westport?
Yes. Yeah, we're by
All right.
Westport at the Ocala Regional Sportsplex. Yep.
I didn't know if we moved.
Yeah, we'll also that just works for us. We may try to do it. May try to do a spring league or something at the Rotary.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but the Sportsplex works just from we're able to get in and out, and it's worked. So we like it pretty good up.
Well, remember, we played at Trinity, St. John's, and now there. I just wanted to make sure nothing changed on me.
No, we're still at the Sportsplex.
I'm all good.
Coach McKinley.
No questions here. Thank you.
Okay. Coach McMillan.
No questions. Just I am glad we got rid of those flags, though. They were terrible.
Oh, they were awful, man. So Kelly and I agree because we had to. They actually came in all separate parts. So there was you had the flags, and then you had the little clips that went on as well. So we had to put together like 300 of them last year. So that was a nightmare, and then they were a nightmare to try and pick up and.
Yeah, when you landed on them, it didn't feel good either.
Yeah, they're awful. I'm glad they got rid of them. Coach Street.
No question.
All good. Okay. Coach Savoy.
Snaps. This is our first year, so all coaches on my team, this is our first year. So the snaps, do you allow between the legs and to the side?
The ball has to go between the legs. Yep, the ball has to go between the legs.
You don't care if it's tossed back there or...
Don't care if it's tossed or handed, but it does have to go between legs. That's something that they instituted 2 or 3 years ago. And so that's how they enforce it at the state level. So we try to follow those rules as close as we can, and that way there's no confusion once teams get to Tampa for the state tournament.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Yep. Coach Todd, Coach Quast.
Hey, no, that's great. The only question I had, are we going to be out of the whole COVID protocol? Are we going to be able to shake hands, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it seems like it. The city has not put any restrictions on us. So we're going to kind of leave it up to the parents and the coaches. You know, if people feel like they want to wear a mask, then wear a mask. And, you know, I feel like at this point we've all had an opportunity to either get the vaccine or chosen not to. So the city has not put any restrictions on us. So we're going to you know, allow everybody to do what they feel is best.
Awesome. That's great. That's all I got. Thanks.
Okay. Coach Volwinkle?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you already asked me. And Paul, yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. All right. And then Coach Thomas?
No, I'm good, sir.
All good? Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, well, one thing we'll do is I do have a few play cards that I put together. So Kelly will send that out to you guys. And then on December the 1st, we'll get together again. Everybody will have a chance to review all the rules. We'll go through the rules, and we'll go through in detail some of the rules that can be confusing for everyone. And then we'll kind of try and show as best as we can what the implementation of those rules look like on a chart. So hopefully this is a good start. Looks like we had a pretty good crowd here, and I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, and we'll send that out to everyone. So if you want to revisit something, you can. And then for those who